And our yes.
All right, then time started, right?
Time.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so my name is Robin. I'm kind of an OG in the SingularityNET ecosystem. So like I joined after the ICO in 2017. I moderated the channel after some time in 2019 or something. Then I also worked for SingularityNET as a developer relations engineer. So like I got to know the team in person and Ben too in 2019 in the Netherlands. And then I joined also to work there. I joined the Slack. I was a part of the team, but then the bear market was too much in a way. So like I was let go, and I still continued for some time, but then I started my own project. So that's DataUnion.app. And that's basically what I'm presenting today. And so what is what we are doing? So like, basically DataUnion.app is a system. So like we are building mobile applications and connection to a backend. So like we have a NoSQL data backend where people can contribute data. The important thing is that the mobile app is based on a wallet. So like every contribution in the database is basically then happening on a wallet. So like this is very flexible, can work with many kind of blockchains. And then we have the opportunity to connect this to a data portal to compute the data. So like that's a technology where you can make something out of the data. You can train an algorithm without giving the data away. So like there's no option to do a copy. And basically now we're doing this for many different data unions. That's how we call them, these data collaborations. And we're helping them a lot to accelerate into the Web3 space. So like many of them are Web2 companies, and they want to do some stuff in the Web3 space and want to bring everybody around the world together. So like one of the use cases is, for example, with I will come to a next use case. So like this is basically what we do. And so like let me get more concrete and show like there's a lot of text here, but the basic idea is like we work with one company called WeDataNation, and there the idea is that Web2 data can be brought into a Web3 space. So like, let's say your Facebook data or your Amazon data, you want to make something out of it. I mean, the companies are making a lot of money out of it already, but you can start to recycle it with WeDataNation that we are supporting. And so like the users then upload their data into the app. The user identity can be verified. So we know that they didn't steal the data from somebody. And in the end, insights can be generated on top of this. And the benefit here is like this insight, we make some money out of it, basically the same way Google or Facebook does it, but we can pay back to the user. So like this user here actually whose data is getting used, they make the money out of this. So like this is an example of one of the data unions. Another one we have is then computer vision, around computer vision data, so like images. And that's the one that I will be coming to next. But the idea that we have, basically what our proposal is also about, is to start connecting the ecosystem. So like we have lots of companies working with us, and we are working with lots of technologies, but we want to basically now start to connect to the SingularityNET ecosystem. So I also work with NUNet when Kabir started this project. So like back in the day, now I'm not with them anymore, but So like I got to know basically over time how all of these projects were starting. In the beginning, there was only SingularityNET. This was a long time ago, but it's awesome to see that flourishing, and we are flourishing on the other side too. So I think that the link here makes a lot of sense. I think the SingularityNET AR marketplace and network are really good economy where we want to also connect our data sources to. So like basically with us, the people can order data, can ask for specific improvements of the data and so on and so forth. And the concrete thing that we want to do is basically we want to offer stable diffusion on the SingularityNET marketplace, so as an AI service. So normally it's like this: the user enters a prompt, they get back a result from the image, from the model. But now with the one that we want to have after our proposal is basically you select images out of our Planet Computer Vision data union. You can then fine tune the model. So like you then basically get your own model out of this, and we list this as another service on the marketplace. So basically then you can be the service provider. So like everybody in a way can become a service provider. And this is just an example now because this is very straightforward. This is all available in open source, but this can, of course, when this works out, then this can work for many other things too. Basically a generator for new services for SingularityNET marketplace. Yeah, so I'm jumping ahead to the questions. I don't know if I'm already out of time, but basically, there was one big question in the about our proposal is why were the cloud costs so high? So like as Jan mentioned, 25%. So we're going to use this for cloud, and we have to use GPU machines to do the training, to run the services. I mean, SingularityNET is also running or renting servers to do that. So like we have to do the same thing. Yeah, that's my presentation. If you have any questions, please let me know. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. That was under 5 minutes, yeah. So we have Nice, thank you. So we have 2 minutes for questions for Robin's proposal. I also sent the link into the chat. Oh, and I suggest we, just do with hands. And if you have follow-up questions, just keep the hand up. Stephen.
Hi, thanks, Zoe. Hi, Robin. How are you handling data of the identification of the user, and how are you storing that data?
So we don't. The user basically identifies themselves with the wallet. So when they contribute, so like we don't keep any private information about them. I mean, except of course if they upload data, then we encrypt it with their technology. But we don't want to keep any information about the user. We're using the wallets specifically also because we do royalty sharing. So like we can then also distribute back if something gets sold to the users, basically a share of what they contributed to such a thing. For example, also an AI service. But yeah, we don't keep identities. That's not our style. So like you keep your identity and you identify with our system. In the mobile apps, we include a wallet. So like we learned that using browser-based wallets is a bit of a problem for the people. So like now we have wallets included in the mobile apps. Then you don't have to deal with it if you don't want to. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the clarification on that, Robin. That's very helpful.
No problem.
We also had a question in the chat from Greg, whether ADA handles are of any value here.
So in a way, I mean, from our point of view, we can support everything here. So like that's not a problem. On the DataUnion side, we can support ADA handles, or like all of this technology is possible to use. At the moment, we are still a bit more working in the EVM space, but like it's also a good chance, to get deeper into the Cardano space, and then also connecting Cardano wallets and stuff like this. But at the moment, like for this service, we don't have to open the big thing here to do all of this. Yeah. What wallets are you asking? So like basically any kind of wallet can work. So like our backend, basically you sign a message. So like that's basically how you prove that you have the private key. Like you say like, this is my public key, and we ask you please sign a message with your private key, and then we can basically verify that it's you and that you are the controller of the wallet, and then basically this is your identity in the system. So like we don't want to have anything to do with like emails or anything like this. That's not our style. So like we want to do this like a Web3 database basically in a way. And then it doesn't really matter. So like this kind of thing, you can do this with any wallet because it's the basis of all wallets in a way. So then we are not bound to any blockchain system in a way.
Great, thank you. And that's also a nice wrap up. Hey, feel free to leave your contacts in the chat if you like to be contacted. I also remember you have to hop off, so thank you very much for being here and for your presentation.
Thank you for having me.
Good night in that case. Have a great one. Thank you, Robin.